I'm Melissa Robinson, and this is Henry Talks, our weekly podcast telling you all about Henry County government. Somebody's sighing, and this is Thomas White. Thomas, what's going on with you today?
I'm being more sedate today.
More sedate?
More sedate.
Why is that?
Trying to be calmer.
Because?
Set the mood.
Okay, of?
We've got someone that's kind of high-strung with us today. He's always been known for his energy and his boisterousness, so I'm trying to be more sedate.
I would say that's not true at all. I think he's known for his intellect and his sense of humor and his talent.
I know, I am known for that, you're right.
Okay.
I was thinking y'all must have been planning on somebody else. So,
So who we have with us today is David Simmons, and he is the director of... Is it
DOT.
DOT, Department of Transportation. David, how long have you been with the county?
Almost 22 years.
Oh my gosh, 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
22 years.
Okay, sometimes we break out in song. So.
I guess.
So as far as what you do in the county for DOT, what are some of DOT's responsibilities? What do you have to kind of oversee?
Well, we've got basically we've split the county into two regions. We have region superintendent. They have their maintenance crews that work under them. They typically have about two different sets of crews in each region. And you know, spring through fall, primarily we're cutting. Bush hogging right away is probably the primary.
Okay.
And but yeah, ditching, cleaning out ditches, cleaning out the end of the pipe. There's some overlap there with stormwater because they do a lot of the drainage stuff.
Okay.
And we also have a sign shop that can make signs. They go out and they install signs that have been knocked down, install signs that are new. And we've got a paving patching crew.
Right.
It used to be two crews, but right now they're combined just to make a crew.
Okay, so you have one crew and probably double the patching stuff to do. Is that fair to say? You have a lot of patching stuff to do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Particularly in the winter when it gets wetter and colder.
Okay.
Bad combination for
Okay.
roads with some issues. So, yeah, lots of pothole patching.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of issues, you know, infrastructure plays a huge role, especially transportation infrastructure, and you guys help provide that and keep that up. Can you speak to some of that, to that role that you play in keeping our county moving?
Well, you know, in-house we do plan review, and we submit comments to planning and zoning ahead of rezoning cases, and we try and, for lack of a better term, get what we can out of those sort of things. We now draw impact fees, which is new to us. I'm still not sure exactly how we're going to obtain those funds and do things with them. But we try and when the development's got impact to nearby intersections, particularly if it's a larger development, we look to have them do traffic impact studies, see their impacts on those, and occasionally, sometimes as part of that, we get additional right-of-way. We may get have them set aside an escrow or a contribution towards that. As far as just our most of my budget is meant for maintenance. We don't do a lot of brand new things within DOT.
Okay.
A lot of that's covered by what's currently, you know,
But that
SPLOST
maintenance
5 and
is crucial.
T-SPLOST. Oh yes, yeah.
So I think you undersell a little bit about what you do because your department really is a catch-all for so many things. And some of them are not always as pleasant, like dead animals on the road. Here's the thing. We've had you at several town halls, and you are the go-to guy for dead deer in the road and pothole complaints. And also, you seem to know every single street in Henry County, every roadway, every drive, everything. So that you're the go-to. That's what I've been told.
I would say it's an exaggeration,
I don't
but
think it's an
I
exaggeration.
probably know more than I care to know at times, but yes.
What would you say is the worst roadkill you ever had to pick up?
Keep it.
Trying to think, I feel like we picked up a cow before.
Oh.
Cow.
Yep.
I did not see that coming.
Yep.
At all. Did not see that
I
coming.
believe we have.
Okay.
And mostly we do deer.
Okay.
If it's smaller than a deer, it's typically animal control, particularly if, unfortunately, if it's
Yeah.
pet or something
I grew
like
up
that.
in a one stoplight town
Yep.
with a cow pasture by the high school. Our only traffic jam is when the cows occasionally got out, and we never had a roadkill cow. So
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
This is
What
a,
town was that you grew up in?
Blakely, Georgia, population of less than 5,000.
Are you familiar?
I actually lived next door in Arlington, which was population of 500.
Blakely,
wow.
Southwest Georgia, right?
Southwest Georgia, where my parents live, only got dial-up a few years ago. And I'm
David
not
knows all of it.
exaggerating.
He,
Oh,
I mean,
really?
he knew this. He
Yeah.
knew that. So,
I confuse it with Baxley, only because I know
Right.
Baxley, Southeast Georgia. I
Right.
used to go through there on occasion.
Right.
so what do you, when you're in your job, the daily part of it, what are people calling you for that you just don't handle and have to refer them out? Like, what are people mistakenly calling DOT for? Are there things that you have to say, yeah, that's not us, you have to call so-and-so?
Sometimes a lot of it has to do with city limits.
Okay.
As to whether it's city or not. But I want to see. So, and we're glad to cross paths with the city
Right.
and, and discuss things with them. We wouldn't be against if they needed some help on something that's small enough we can do. If it's more major, obviously, it takes more agreement
Right.
type
Absolutely.
thing. So, let's see, what was the first part of your question?
Well, I've actually got another one for you now that you've said
Okay.
that.
Oh, wait, before I get there. As far as walk-ups, I get a lot of walk-ups about their driving record or coming to get their driver's license or
Oh,
DMV.
okay,
So
all right,
we do
okay.
not
Gotcha.
handle that. We also don't do the transit trips.
Sorry, Henry County, you still have to wait in the line at the DMV.
So yeah, that totally separate state agency, and then of course transit is a department. But no, it's good. It's good to kind of let people know. And I know that some people would call animal control to pick up a dead deer in the roadway, and then that's the wrong one too. So I think we have something in place, a software app called C-Click Fix. So I think that's changed a lot for you and for how you operate. Can you talk a little bit about that? If it's been a great thing?
C-Click Fix, brought to you by Henry County.
Henry County.
So, yeah, C-Click Fix. Before that, you just had to call us and let us know concerning work orders. We still get calls and create work orders for our crews to go out and address things. But now a lot of the times people use C-Click Fix. It's an app you can get on your phone. And basically, I think you see a problem, you can take a picture of it, you can add some text and submit it, and I believe that it geolocates wherever the issue is, but you're welcome to give us an address too, just in case.
Okay.
And it comes in through the system, and we've got an admin person that sees those for DOT, and she routes them out to to our appropriate crew, whether it's potholes or need of ditching or cutting back some vegetation, dead tree, tree leaning over the road, things like that. So stop sign down, and really we want to know about those as soon as possible. We actually will bring somebody in from on call to put up a stop sign over a weekend.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So,
Good.
What's your favorite road? I'm more partial towards Iris Lake or Miller's Mill myself, but what's your favorite road?
You don't have to pick a
road.
favorite if you don't want to, but you can
Let's
just
think
name
of-
off a few of your special roads.
Keep in mind we have 5 districts. Do you really want to show partiality? One of the
Well,
5?
then why'd you
Oh,
ask the
there's one
question?
that doesn't have
Fair
much
point.
development on it yet, so I'll say that's my favorite road, and that'd be East Lake Parkway. But I
Oh.
know eventually it'll be my least favorite because there's probably lots of room for development on that road.
5
But we-
o'clock on East Lake Parkway, I avoid it. But any other time, great road. Great road.
Well, it is 4-lane, and we probably need to go try and do some crack seal or something on that to extend the life of that road. And maybe even some striping. It's decent, but it's probably with the amount of traffic out there, we need to get my own call striper back out to that road in the coming months, I would say, just to freshen it up. And plenty of other roads we've got that need some striping, and of course it's a hard time of the year to do it with it being so wet and
yeah,
cold. But
Definitely.
if you had one thing you wanted to say to the people of Henry County, you just wanted to let it all out
All right,
now and
no,
encourage them
don't.
with
I don't-
good things.
I think-
Encourage them with good things.
Good things, yes.
what would that
Yes.
good thing be? What would you tell them about the future of transportation in Henry County?
Wow.
Yeah, you should give me some
it's a
notice
big
of
ask,
that
I
one
know. All right,
coming,
you can think about that if you
I tend
want.
to be kind of negative and
You are
stuff like
not
that,
negative, no.
but,
no, so wait a minute. Wait, hold on that answer because I feel like you were just set up on that question.
Yeah.
So I know that when we go to town halls, I know you probably watch them, David is a go-to, and every time he gets up to speak at the mic, there's people in the audience. I know David. Hey, David. I know. There's so many people who say they know you. You've been to their house. You've been out to their place. So you really get to know people in this community when they have issues.
Sure.
Is that fair to say?
yes, sometimes, yeah, yeah, and so yeah, that does
They love you.
does
though.
occur.
They
Well, I don't
love
know
you. They
that
think you're
all do,
knowledgeable.
but yeah, it's good when somebody does says
most
something.
of
So yeah, that's nice.
You're a go-to for sure.
I think you've answered throughout this podcast what that word of encouragement would be. And it's obvious that transportation is working for the people of Henry County. They're
Yeah,
working to resolve issues. They're working to make it better. The future is bright.
Yes.
We're trying to get more people. We don't have a lot of people. We kind of lost numbers there over the last few years, but we've gotten our pay bumped up some for particularly our maintenance personnel. So we're trying to fill that out where I don't have any openings, so hopefully we can look to get some more, because I'll be honest with you, we had more people here when I started than I do right now.
Oh, right.
Sure.
So right now you have openings and you're recruiting for positions.
Yeah, but I've got tons of applications, so
Okay.
I'm not saying send in your applications. I probably have enough right
Okay.
now to
That's
go
D.
through.
Simmons at
Okay, so-
co.henry.ga.us.
Sorry, David.
Yeah, that
So,
was
but
low.
there, yeah, it was Thomas. So, but there are lots of jobs in Henry County besides David's department that you can always go on our website and check them out. So I want to ask a little bit more about you and a couple of like, kind of weird questions that maybe you can answer. Okay.
Okay.
'Cause you've been here for 22 years. When you were young, when you were a little kid, say 5, what did you think you wanted to be when you grow up?
It's varied over time, but I know when I was a little kid, and I grew up in a rural area,
Okay.
the people that used to cut the sides of the road, I think at one time, I think my uncle may have done that. But at one time, I thought of that, which oddly, here I am
That's so
later.
cute.
I don't do that. You wouldn't want me doing that. I don't. Our guys are much better out in the field at what they do than I would be.
I wanted to
And
be a
then-
ballerina.
Oh, man. Okay.
It's a lot of
And
personal
I feel like I
information.
remember a story of somebody rolling a tractor over, and now I think I changed my vantage point after that. I'm like, maybe
Okay.
not that. So
That is
yeah.
adorable, though. But look at you now. You're supervising that. And so the ballerina thing, tell us about that.
Well, my first major in college was theater.
Right.
What people may not know is my minor was dance.
I really can't see that, but tell us about it.
I failed the one dance class I took,
What was the dance class?
ballet. I failed miserably.
Were you not graceful, or were you?
Let's just say there's a reason I switched to political science and public administration.
Okay.
The applied arts were not for me.
I see. Well, you are still very theatrical, so.
Thank you. Thank you. What can I say? I sparkle.
All right, David, let me ask you about yourself. Do you have, I know you have a wife and a daughter.
I do.
Lovely wife, lovely daughter. Do you have any pets?
Yeah, there's a cat in my house that
Okay.
is insane.
Why?
And he's just high energy. He's when he was little and he was fixed, we thought that would knock some of that out of him, but it did not change that at all.
Okay.
So
It just made him mad. He just.
maybe.
Same thing happened with our kitten. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So, yeah, if I had a fenced backyard, I don't. I probably would have gotten a dog by now.
Okay.
But
Always time.
as
always
my
time.
daughter's now in college, and that seems to be what she wanted for much of her life.
To get it now
I
would be
think
an
now
insult.
it would be salt in the wound.
Yes, I think so, too.
she'd be thoroughly
It's cold,
disgusted
David.
with us. So, but I grew up on rural area. The dogs stayed outside.
We had
But I
11
know
cats
that's
and
not-
2 dogs growing up
Yeah.
on our farm, yeah.
How many?
That's not the
11
way it
cats
is
and
in
2
Henry
dogs on the
County.
farm that I grew up on.
Wow. Were they outside animals?
Oh, yeah, everything was outside.
I don't
Yeah.
understand the idea of outside animals. I really don't. I mean, I don't
yeah.
understand outside dogs.
On a farm, it kept everything from
I guess.
off
I
of it,
just,
yeah.
when my daughter, my last one went off to college, that's when I went and adopted one.
Yeah.
And then recently adopted another one. So empty
What are their
nest. Harper
Harper.
is my little Chewini, and Max is my
What's a Chiweenie?
A Chiweenie is a Chihuahua Dachshund mix.
Is Max short for something?
No,
Maximus
Max is two
Meridius.
X's, and he's named after a football player somewhere that my husband decided to name Max.
I don't know any football players. So.
I
I know that one, the one with the that had the flat ball. That one, deflated the ball.
Okay.
He's
Who was
not a
that?
Max. Is your husband a Raiders fan?
Yes.
Max Crosby.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
who deflated the ball?
No,
No,
no.
you're
The
talking about
deflated people are the
you're-
Patriots.
Yeah, you're talking about Tom Brady or
Gosh.
his equivalent.
He won the
people.
Super Bowl. He
Your
won the Super Bowl that
your
time.
knowledge
Yeah.
of sports is remarkable.
What can I say?
It's just
I'm
One
amazing.
of his Super Bowl wins stopped me from listening to sports talk.
Really?
Once Falcons were
Oh.
lost 28-3, I can't listen to
The
it.
Falcons
for-
are still a team.
Yeah, there's still a team, but I just
feel
couldn't
like
listen
this is
anymore.
just- yeah.
Sorry.
You were a fan, right? Falcons. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
Thomas, it's a serious business with fans.
What can I say? They keep failing. I mean, keep doing great is what I meant to
Yeah.
say.
I mean, you're better off if it's not something that you stake some of your enjoyment
Sure.
in life to.
I think we need a professional
Yeah.
Henry County team. Honestly, I think we need a professional Henry County football team.
I was thinking like a cheerleading team.
Well, honestly, I care about Henry County, so I feel like we need to represent Henry County in more in the athletic field at the professional level.
Okay. Well, it's important to care.
And you're right. You're right. It's almost like Henry cares.
Henry
committed.
committed. You
David,
missed your
you
mark
didn't
on
even
that one.
just-
You try it
was-
again.
That's
like,
why I was looking at you and pointing.
I am a nonconformist.
There you go.
So
That is probably
Good. You're
the
an
best answer
independent
we've
person.
had so
I
far.
love it. So, well, David, thanks for joining us. I definitely want to have you back on. I want people to remember See Click Fix. It's an app. Also, they can call in any issues, and you do an awesome job. You really do. You do a great job for Henry County and the public, and I know they know that. So thank you so much
Okay.
for being here. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we will see you next time on our podcast, Henry Talks.
Bye.